Okay, the app that we're going to learn about today is called Alphabytes. So you're going to open up your iPad and you're going to click on the icon that says Alphabytes. There are two versions of this game that you can download to your iPad. One of them is a free version, which limits you to the letters A, B, C, and D. And the one app that you can buy for $1.99 gives you all options to use every single letter of the alphabet. So once you open up the app, this is the main screen it brings you to. As you can see, there are 4 different activities. The one in the top left-hand corner is practicing the alphabet and getting to know your letters. The one in the top right-hand corner is a tracing and drawing activity where you can practice writing and tracing the letters of the alphabet, both capital and lowercase. And the bottom left-hand corner is an activity where you can practice spelling and using the different letters of the alphabet to spell certain words. And in the bottom right-hand corner is a simple matching game where the students can have fun using the material that they learned within the app. At the bottom of the screen, there are 2 options which you can click, saying Music On, which we will have the music on during this demonstration, and there's another icon that you can click that says Rate This App. If you click on this icon, it'll bring you to the iTunes store where you can write a review and give your rating on the app. So we're going to start off by clicking the ABC icon here in the top left-hand corner. Once you click this, it brings you to a cereal bowl that has different letters that you can choose to practice and learn the different letters. So in this case, I'm going to choose letter H. As you can see, it brings you to a picture of a hammer and nails. It has both the uppercase and lowercase letters. On the bottom here, it says build with the hammer. So the student can relate the letter H to a hammer since it begins with the letter H. You can simply tap the screen. I don't know why it's not working. Tap the screen or the nails for you to hammer them down into the piece of wood. If you want to move on to the next letter of the alphabet, you can hit this icon over here that says I, or if you want to go back, you can hit the letter G. If you don't want to practice any of those letters, you hit the arrow above here and it'll bring you back to the main screen. So how about this time we try letter S. This one says cut with the saw. So you saw back and forth, sawing through the piece of wood. This time, let's try moving to letter T. We'll click on the icon, and it brings you to a teapot with a cup and another letter T. If you want to move on to a different activity, you have 2 options. You can click back to the screen, and then it has an icon in the top again that brings you back to the main screen. Or, if you don't want to do that, you can simply tap one of the icons in each corner by hitting it twice. Then it'll bring you to the next activity. This is the same sort of setup with all the letters of the alphabet that you can choose from. In the bottom here it says ABC in all lowercase letters. If you hit that option, it switches all the letters from uppercase to lowercase. So let's choose the letter H. It brings you to the screen that has a 1 and a 2 with arrows connecting both of them. This shows you the steps in which you should trace the letter. So let's start with number 1, and you drag your finger down to the bottom. Once you're finished with this, put your finger on number 2 and follow the arrow as well. Once the student is finished, you can either click on the uppercase letter at the bottom here and practice the same thing, like so, or you can click the I or the G to move to the next letter. If you don't want to do that, you can use the same thing as the ABC app that I showed you previously, and you can pick a different letter. So this time let's go back to the main screen and let's click on the spelling game. It'll bring you to all the icons in which you can spell different letters. So let's do the teapot. As you can see in these 3 bubbles down here, it tells you to spell T-E-A. You then find the T-E-A and A in the top corner. As you can see, I hit the wrong letter and the cereal part crumbled, showing that you didn't pick the right one. To move on to the next letter, you can simply hit the icon in the bottom. This picture shows a ukulele. So let's try spelling it again. U-K-U-L-E-L-E. That time I spelled it all correctly, so none of the cereal pieces crumbled. Lastly, you can click on the matching game in the bottom right hand corner. It says in the directions down here, match the letter with the picture. As I click on an icon, there's a picture of a donut, but in the top left hand corner, there's an uppercase D and a lowercase d. So we're trying to find the letters D. As you can see, I picked the wrong one. This is the letter slide, which shows you the uppercase W and the lowercase w. And the image that you're looking for is written at the bottom of the card. So in this case, we're looking for a wagon. You keep clicking each of the icons until you find a match. Once you find a match, like so, it disappears. So I hope you enjoy Alphabytes as much as I did, and I hope this is an app that you can use with your students within your classroom.